Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Greek mythology to explore the many lovers of Zeus, the king of the gods. Now you might think, why Zeus? Isn't he, married to Hera? And you'd be right. But Zeus, well, he was a bit of a player. Think of it this way. If the universe is a stage, then Mount Olympus is where the original drama unfolds. We're talking love, betrayal, transformations, divine children, you name it. Zeus's love life had it. So buckle up as we journey through the myths and legends, exploring the stories of the women who captured the eye and other things of the most powerful god in the Greek pantheon. Get ready for some cosmic gossip, folks, because this is Zeus's legendary love affairs, a mythical journey. Our first story takes us to the shores of Phoenicia, where we meet Europa, a princess known for her beauty. Now imagine you're Europa enjoying a day at the beach. You see a magnificent white bull, unlike any you've ever seen before. It's docile, even playful. This, my friends, is no ordinary bull. It's Zeus in disguise. Europa, charmed by the gentle giant, climbs onto its back. Big mistake. Zeus seizes the opportunity and bolts. He swims across the sea all the way to Crete, with Europa on his back. Once in Crete, Zeus reveals his true form and, well, let's just say, Europa becomes rather important in Cretan history. Next up, we have Leda, Queen of Sparta. Now, Leda was already married to King Tyndareus, but remember, we're talking about Zeus here. Marital status is a mere suggestion to the king of the gods. One day, Leda is strolling by a lake when she sees a magnificent swan being chased by an eagle. Little does she know, this is no ordinary bird, you guessed it. It's Zeus up to his old tricks again, this time disguised as a swan. He uses the eagle ruse to get close to Leda and, well, let's just say one thing leads to another. That same night, Leda also lays with her husband King Tyndareus, and guess what? She gets pregnant with twins. From Zeus's dalliance came Helen, who would later become Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Our next story takes us to Argos, where we meet Io, a priestess of Hera. Yes, you heard that right, Hera, Zeus's wife. Io catches Zeus's eye and he becomes, shall we say, enamored. But Zeus knows that Hera is a jealous goddess, so he tries to keep his affair with Io a secret. Keyword, tries. Hera, being no fool, gets suspicious. To protect Io from Hera's wrath, Zeus transforms her into, wait for it, a cow. Hera's not fooled. She sees through Zeus's bovine illusion and claims the cow as her own. To keep Io away from Zeus, Hera tasks the 100-eyed giant Argus Panoptes to watch over her. Chapter 4. Callisto, Bare Necessities and Celestial Consequences. Our next tale takes us deep into the forests of Arcadia, where we meet Callisto, a nymph sworn to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Now, nymphs are known for their beauty and connection to nature, and Callisto is no exception. Zeus naturally becomes smitten with her. But there's a problem. Callisto is devoted to Artemis and her vow of chastity, so what does Zeus do? He disguises himself as Artemis. Fooled by the disguise, Callisto falls prey to Zeus's advances, but their secret doesn't stay hidden for long. Hera, ever vigilant, discovers the affair and, well, let's just say she's not happy. Hera, in a fit of jealous rage, transforms Callisto into a bear. Zeus, feeling guilty, perhaps, places Callisto's image among the stars as the constellation Ursa Major, the Great Bear, a celestial reminder of Zeus's love and Hera's wrath. Chapter 5. Semele and the God of Wine, a toast to tragedy. Our next story takes us to Thebes, where we meet Semele, a mortal princess who captures Zeus's heart. Now, Semele is no ordinary woman. She's ambitious, curious, and, let's face it, a little naive when it comes to dealing with gods. Zeus, smitten as always, promises Semele anything her heart desires. Big mistake. Hera, ever the schemer, sees an opportunity to get rid of her rival. Disguised as an old woman, Hera plants seeds of doubt in Semele's mind. She convinces Semele to ask Zeus to reveal himself in his true form, claiming it's a test of his love. Semele, egged on by Hera, pleads with Zeus to grant her wish. Zeus, bound by his oath, reluctantly agrees. The result, Semele is consumed by Zeus's radiance, but from the ashes of tragedy, a new god is born, Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry. Chapter 6. Ganymede, a toast to eternal youth. Our next story takes us to Mount Ida, where we meet Ganymede, a young Trojan prince whose beauty is said to have captivated even the gods. And by gods, I mean Zeus, of course. Now, Zeus has a bit of a track record for being, shall we say, captivated by beauty, regardless of its source. But with Ganymede, it's different. Zeus is utterly smitten. So smitten, in fact, that he decides to take matters, and Ganymede into his own hands. Zeus transforms himself into an eagle, a recurring theme in his love life, it seems, and swoops down to earth. He snatches Ganymede away from his earthly life and carries him off to Mount Olympus. There, Ganymede becomes Zeus's personal cupbearer, serving him nectar and ambrosia, the food and drink of the gods. He grants Ganymede immortality, ensuring the young prince's beauty will last for eternity. Our next story takes us to Tiryns, where we meet Alcmene, a queen known for her virtue and beauty. She's married to Amphitryon, a great warrior, but even a strong marriage can't escape the meddling of Zeus. Zeus, smitten with Alcmene, devises a cunning plan. He waits until Amphitryon is away at war, then disguises himself as, you guessed it, Amphitryon himself. Talk about a homewrecker of Olympian proportions. Zeus, in the guise of her husband, seduces Alcmene. She, none the wiser, believes she's simply fulfilling her wifely duties. But Zeus's deception has a divine consequence. Alcmene becomes pregnant with twins. One child, Iphicles, is fathered by Amphitryon. The other, Hercules, is the son of Zeus. Now, we all know Hercules, the hero of myth and legend, famous for his strength and 12 labors. But imagine being Alcmene, raising the son of a god, a demigod destined for greatness, all thanks to Zeus's elaborate ruse. Our next story takes us to Argos, where we meet Danae, a princess whose beauty becomes her prison. You see, an oracle prophesied that Danae's son would kill her own father, King Acrisius. Now, Acrisius, being a rational man, decides to imprison Danae in a bronze chamber open to the sky, figuring that'll keep her away from any potential suitors. What he doesn't count on is Zeus's persistence and creativity. Zeus, seeing Danae imprisoned, feels a surge of, shall we say, inspiration. He transforms himself into a shower of golden rain which falls through the opening of her chamber. Danae, showered in literal gold, conceives a son. His name, Perseus. Yes, that Perseus, the hero who slays Medusa and saves Andromeda from the sea monster. So Acrisius, in his attempt to cheat fate, inadvertently sets in motion the very events he feared. Our next story takes a slightly different turn. We're leaving behind the world of mortal lovers and venturing into the realm of titans. Meet Mnemosyne, the titaness of memory, a being of immense intellect and knowledge. Now, Zeus, being Zeus, isn't just driven by lust. He also craves knowledge, wisdom, and the power that comes with them. So he sets his sights on Mnemosyne, not just for her beauty, but for her mind. Zeus, ever the charmer, woos Mnemosyne for 9 consecutive nights. And no, I'm not exaggerating. 9 nights. Talk about a marathon date. And from this union, 9 daughters are born. The Muses. These are not your average offspring. The Muses are the embodiment of artistic inspiration, each representing a different form of art, from music and dance to poetry and history. Our final story takes us to Thebes, where we meet Antiope, a princess whose beauty captivates Zeus, much to her misfortune. Now, Antiope is the niece of King Lycus of Thebes, which, as you can imagine, complicates things. Zeus, never one to let family ties get in the way of his desires, disguises himself as a satyr, a mischievous, nature-dwelling creature, and pursues Antiope. Talk about a come-on. Antiope, understandably, tries to resist Zeus's advances. But we know how this goes. Zeus has his way, and Antiope becomes pregnant with twins, Amphion and Zethus. Antiope is punished for her supposed transgression, and her sons are abandoned. But these are no ordinary children. Amphion and Zethus, raised by shepherds, grow up to become heroes, eventually claiming their birthright and taking revenge on those who wronged their mother. And there you have it, the many lovers of Zeus. We've journeyed through myths and legends, from the shores of Phoenicia to the heights of Mount Olympus, witnessing the romantic escapades of the king of the gods. Zeus's love life, as we've seen, is a tangled web of passion, deception, and divine intervention. It's a reminder that even in the realm of the gods, love is messy, complicated, and rarely straightforward. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating mythology content. Until next time, keep looking up, and remember, even the gods had their relationship drama.